Hey there, what's up? Why is you there? Thank you so much for joining me in another video. So I liked how I did that first video so much where I randomly chose the colors from my bag that I had this crazy idea to visit the bag again, but with a new challenge. So this time what I'm going to do is that I've written down different steps of my makeup on the little pieces of paper, and then I'm going to choose one, and whatever step I get, that's the step that I have to do. So did you get that? Yeah. So if I choose something from this bag and it says concealer, then I have to do my concealer. Now, I typically have a routine how I do it. I start with my foundation, then I do concealer, then contour, So I don't know why I decided to put myself through this, but I just felt like it would be fun and it would be challenging. So let's see how it's going to go out. So once again, I've put the pieces of paper in the bag here. I'm going to shake it again, and I am going to pick one. But before I do that, I know you're not watching this video and you haven't subscribed to my channel as yet. So yeah, you need to go ahead, click that subscribe button, click that bell button so that you get notified every time I upload a new video. Also, connect with me on my other social media platforms. Follow me on Instagram, like and follow my Facebook page. Check me out on Twitter, and girl, come here. If you want all the tea on what's been happening, you can listen to my podcast. The link is already down below. Like, don't tell them I told you. I'm just giving you the tea, and I'm just telling you where you can get it. Where you can. So listen to my podcast on Anchor, the Melanated Messages podcast. So okay, now that we have that done, now we can go to the bag. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Okay, so closing my eyes again. You guys can see. Oh my god. So the first thing I got was a highlighter, and it's going to be showing backwards, so excuse me a little, my setup is a little different today. So the first thing I got was highlighter. Wow. Okay. Now the highlighters I typically use is the one that comes in the trio from the Black Radiance True Complexion palette, this one here, and I also use Trophy Wife from Fenty Beauty. I mean, maybe this isn't such a bad thing doing this as the first step, I'll just be like glowing from within under my foundation. So while I'm doing this, how have you guys been? I know we all thought this COVID situation was getting better, and then before you knew it, like, cases are spiking everywhere. I got crazy. And so I'm just hoping that everybody and their family is safe, even if you are traveling at this time, to take precaution, wear a mask. I know I don't like to, it's super uncomfortable. I feel like I'm suffocating whenever I wear it, but wear a mask. Make sure you wash your hands. Well, you were supposed to have already been doing that before the pandemic. Some of you are just nasty. But yeah, wash your hands and your face too, sis. Don't be slipping in your makeup. So now that I put that, because I typically layer my highlights, I am going to go in with Trophy Wife now. Oh, so pretty, but like so powerful. And then I usually highlight my nose as well. I keep it though. I didn't always used to do this part of my nose when I was highlighting, but I've just grown to like it. Oh, but do you guys see that glow though? Yeah. Oh, look at my nose. It's like you can see my future in my nose after I put that highlight. Blinding. Okay. Lipstick. again, like I know I'm using my front camera today because I have setup difficulties, but yeah, so that says lipstick. Okay, so for today's lip combo, I'm going to be using this matte purple liquid lipstick that I have, and I'm going to be doing it as an ombre using this black liner. I've been wearing nude lips a lot more lately, and like I've told you guys before that I only used to wear matte lipstick because I didn't like the whole shiny lips thing. But I bought my first gloss recently, and I have to say, I have to admit I've actually been liking it, so I'm going to do that. Okay, and I just like to knead my lips together after I put the liner so it kind of like blends itself out. And just a quick tip, when you're doing your lipstick, whenever you put in the pencil, you don't just want to put it straight down on your skin like that. You kind of want to do it at an angle and just glide it across so that the line is less harsh. And that's how I fake a cupid's bow. So I do this, bring it up, and I drag it, and I do the same thing on the other side. So you see right there in my center of my lip where the two lines meet, that's where I would put the lipstick and the little extra skin on top here. Kind of leave it empty so it would look like I have an actual cupid's bow. Now I'm just going to take a lip brush and just tidy up the lines and help to blend the purple into the black liner more. Okay, so I'm just going to pick in the bag again, and I'm looking away, closing my eyes. You can see I don't have anything here. Foundation. Okay. All right, so for foundation today I will be using my Fenty Beauty Hydrating foundation, and I am in the shade 400. This is just going to cover all that highlighter I put, but you know, hopefully it will end up looking like a glow from within type situation. I hope. Hope. But then, you know, that's good. I was afraid that I would get like concealer before foundation, so I was like, oh crap, if I have to put my foundation over my concealer, that'd look crazy. Now because my lips are already done, I'm going to have to take my time because I wouldn't be able to, you know, like go back in and fix it. And if you haven't already, you should definitely check out my other videos where I actually do like real tutorials and show you how to do this like properly or the right way. So what I usually do when I do my foundation is I either spray my face with some setting spray or my sponge, as I just demoed, to help me make my foundation last longer. So we're done with the foundation. Yeah, like the glow basically just went away, although you can still see it on my nose and like on my cheeks. Mind you, my light is pretty bright right now, but still I did put on extra highlighter than I normally would because I had to do it first so I could still try to get that glow from within type of look, or at least that's what I was trying to do. Okay, so let's move on to the next step. Oh wait, I think I'm taking two at the same time, so I'm just going to choose one of them. Okay, I'll put this one back. Concealer. Okay. Oh, I'm liking how this is going so far, but it's like it's getting easy. Again, I'm just showing you the paper for showing it to you sick, but I know that it is backwards. So I'm taking my first concealer down in Chestnut and I'm putting that under my eye. I still didn't put like a lot of foundation under my eye like I normally would in any of my other tutorials because I put this here to help me further cancel out any under eye darkness that I have. I'm gonna take this. So I'm going to put that there and I'm going to blend it out and come back to the next color. Okay, so I've applied my concealer in the color Fawn. That actually highlights me in the other parts of my face, and I'm going to blend that out now. And as the last step of my concealer process, I'm just taking warm honey now. I'm just going to put a little of that in my inner tear duct. Just try to make it even, but that's all I really put, just by my tear duct there, because I do have dips under my eyes. Now at this point in my makeup routine, I would set my face with powder, but let's see what the bag has to say about that. I'm just trying to shake it up to make sure that oh, this one says wings and lashes. Okay, again. Oh, I don't know, because my skin is like itching me to set this right away because I know it's going to dry down and have creases. To create my wing today, I am using the Shop Me liner from the Crayon case. I know that I never mention where I get my lashes from is because I didn't get it from an online site. I got it from somebody who sells them back home in my country. So if you are in Dominica watching, you can check Aniel Packet or Lashes by Aniel for your lashes, and she also sells clothes too, so you can check her out there. So I'm just going to like breeze through the wing because I have shown this in my other videos. In the other challenge video that I did, I also did it in the Halo eyeshadow tutorial. So if you do want a detailed information on how I do my wing, check out those other videos. So boom, so I have my wings done. How I do my lashes is that I take some glue and I use this small brush. So I put some at the back of my hand where you see that black dot there, and then I use this, I line my eyes with it, just give it like maybe a few seconds, and I just pop my lash on. So I'm just going to show you how I do it on that eye. So I just take it here, do that till I reach all the way at the end. Not for my full wing, obviously, but just the width of my eye. Now the good thing is because I did my wing first, I can almost kind of put the glue, like I have more room for error doing it this way, and then I don't have to worry about the lashes sticking to that part of my eye and all that. So that's why I tend to do it this way. And plus it takes a hell of a lot less time for the glue to actually dry, as opposed if you were to just put the glue on the lash and have to wait before it gets tacky. Doing it like this, because you are applying a thinner layer, it just dries down and it's easier. So now I'm taking a tweezer, I have my lash, and then I'm going to look down into my mirror, close my eye, and you see like the lash basically just sticking to where you apply the glue already. And boom, lashes on just like that. So I'm going to do the other side and then we'll pick the next part from the back. So after I've done putting my lashes, another thing that I would do is that I would take my tweezer and basically squeeze the lashes and my actual eyelashes together, and then after is when I would put my mascara, typically, because to me I just find it doesn't make sense to put a coat of mascara, then put the glue, and then still have to put another coat after. Guys, I am cringing right now because I have not set my foundation or my concealer, and it's been a minute, so I just know by the time I put the powder it's going to be like so, but I'm actually going to follow all the rules to the T this time, because last time I end up dipping in the bag again because I didn't like the colors I get or whatever, but I'm not gonna do that this time. Okay, so the last two options are in the bag, so I'm just going to shake it again, and should please be powder and set, please be powder and set. I got contour. Wow. Wow. I'm going to go back into my Black Radiance True Complexion contour palette, and I'm just going to only powder contour today. So I'm taking my angled contour brush now, and I'm just going to be watching straight forward. I'm going to be looking down because that's where my mirror is, so excuse me for that. And suck in my face, place the product, and now I'm going to do it up. I did make a video about how to contour plus like different brushes for your face. It's a very beginner friendly video on my Instagram, on Facebook, and I do have a best brushes for hooded eyes video that you would need to check out. Also, if you're interested in the brush set that I'm using, it was like super cheap. I got it online, and it's a great place to start if you're a beginner. It comes with face and eye brushes, so you know I love to budget. Trying to keep the little coins that I have. Can't be spending a whole lot of cash, so helping you save, girl. So I put the link in the description, so you can definitely check that out if you are interested in getting these brushes. I had them, it's been over a year since I've had these brushes, and it's very minimal shedding. I do wash them every time I use them, or if not every time, every other time. Yeah, so I wash them frequently, and the hair is still not falling off. They're pretty sturdy and soft. Plus, the best part is that it's very inexpensive. Like, that's the tea on this. It's very inexpensive but good quality. It's lasted me for a year. So yeah, if you're interested, check the description below, and I do mention the other products that I use. So now there's only one thing left in the bag. It's the last step, which is to finally set my concealer and powder my face. Finally, in a very vain attempt to take out the crease lines that have now been set in stone under my eye, I'm going to take my beauty blender. It's still pretty damp. Oh, I'm going to try to use the butt of it first because that's where it's the most damp right now, and then try to blend it out a little bit. I know those crease lines there, but still, I'm gonna try my best. Taking my Sacha Buttercup powder, going to dip my sponge into that. So I took this much. Listen, no, let me give you all the tea. If when you're doing your makeup, your hand doesn't look dirty or untidy in any way, shape, or form, your makeup is trash. Just know that is one of the biggest red flags you can and probably will ever get in your life. Okay? Like, I don't make this stuff up. It's like one of the universal laws. Like, mind you, my makeup still is looking a little crazy today because of the order I had to do it, but usually my hands look like this, so my face can look like this. It's just part of the process. So I'm pushing that in. And then putting some on the other places. And I like to do my powder like this, like dab off the excess, and then because we have that spot there on my hand, I can easily just tap this in again, just go on the other places where necessary. Now to finally set the rest of my face, I'm going to take my pressed powder. Again, this is like almost like a no-name brand I just got from the beauty supply store like years ago. And this big fluffy powder brush here, put it in, shake off some of the excess, and then just tap this all over my face. Again, I have to move my lips out of the way because they're already done. This is what they're looking like. It looks pretty normal, but it's like in person, I can see like all the mistakes and the crappy job because on how, I don't know if you can see, but if you watch here, like, oh my god, like look at that crease line, because I took so long to set my concealer. Like, yeah, cringe. This brings us to the end, guys. I mean, I thought it was going to go a lot more left and be crazier than it was, but I still had fun bringing this concept to life because I was thinking about doing it for a little while. But let me know if you enjoy this type of content. Leave a comment down below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, share it with your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother, your followers. So thank you so much for hanging out with me in today's video. Bye.